Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's time to take a look at all of the new content in NHL, including an update to one of the Team of the Year cards. So we'll break that down as always, as well as some more Stars of the Month cards. Guys, we are getting a new event today, the new Leaders event that was teased yesterday by EA. If you want to check that out live with the community, make sure you check out the Twitch channel. 2 to 5 p.m. Eastern time is when I normally stream. Today, we will be going past that 5 p.m. because at 5, the new event does come out. So we'll check it all out, all the sets, the cost, all the new cards. Make sure you're there for that. All right, guys, let's get into the video. Taking a look at some of the new 16-bit hero cards, we've got the 85 KONRAD ABELTSHAUSER, 6'5", unbelievable size there. Applesauce and Bombarded, as well as Light the Lamp and Silver Shutdown. If you can't afford the Team of the Year, the new Hedman, or maybe Burns, I mean, again, 86 speed is going to be awfully tough to navigate. But the ability to shut down at the neutral zone by holding down R1 and making sure you're in position with shutdown at 6'5", his reach is just going to be absolutely wild. Not a great card, but definitely a fun one if you are just starting the game out. Then we've got the 86 Anton LEVTCHI, 6 foot with Spark and Workhorse, getting up to 87 acceleration and speed. Not a huge fan of this one. Snipe as well as Third Eye, just really nothing here to offer that's all that amazing. So you can definitely move on here. He's just going to go for basically the bare minimum of what 86s go for. There's a lot of better options here. Interesting option for anyone looking for a left-handed defenseman, 92 speed, 92 acceleration, and 92 agility with Spark, so he can get up to 94, and Booming Shot, which, again, you guys all know I'm a huge fan of. Does have in reverse and Seeing Eye. Not a huge fan of the zone ability for Seeing Eye. And in reverse for cheap, again, especially if he's higher in your lineup. Very, very good card for anyone that is looking to upgrade from like base cards, things like that. Like this would be the upgrade to the 84 Quinn Hughes, for example. However, he's going for about 35,000 coins. That's a little high considering he's not going to be very effective at all in his own zone among defensemen. But if you're struggling to find someone with speed, this is probably the best option in that range. Then we've got the 89 FERRARO as he gets an icon boost. He has distributor and spark, meaning that he can get to 92 acceleration or 93 speed. Does have big tipper and wheels on him. Not a huge fan of wheels at someone that low in terms, or that lower overall in speed. Does have over above 90 shooting, hand stats as well. A nice all-around card. You could play him at center. Not a huge fan of that because he is only 5'10", but he does have decent body checking. But yeah, an all-around pretty nice card, and we'll take a look at his upgraded icon as well because a lot of people got that for free in their starter set back in October. Following him, the 89 Igor Larionov, 5'9", and again, when it comes to just trying to build a overall better lineup in terms of competitiveness, it's tough to use Larionov cards. I remember he was really good back in, like, I think NHL 19. Has spark, so he can get up a little bit higher body checking, acceleration, and speed both at 90. Shot is at around 90. Faceoff's always really high. The issue here is he's a centerman that's built like a winger, and he doesn't have really effective, shot totals, anything for an 89 overall. Like, you're gonna have to pay 45,000 coins for this card. I just wouldn't really. A big release in the 92, Chris Pronger, no pun intended, with Truculence and 1T. It is just so hard to use Pronger cards at this stage of the game. 86 speed, 86 acceleration. You have to be extremely good at defending the rush. Like, if you give up breakaways or 2-on-1s, or you struggle defending the rush, can't use these cards because, again, 86 speed is just brutal. I wish his superstar ability was shut down because, again, 86 speed is almost unusable at this point. Truculence is great, but he's already someone who hits really hard. I mean, he's going to absolutely break bones anytime that he actually hits with this card, but I'm not a huge fan of them. But if you're very good defensively, in his own zone, he's one of the best cards. And then we've got the 94 Adam Fox with Thief and Gladiator, as well as Booming Shot. Really interesting here. I had mentioned a couple videos ago that I've been wanting to see some smaller defensemen with Truculence to see if that makes up for the fact that they can't bump anyone off the puck, it seems, in NHL 22. Well, they went out and did it. So the 94 Adam Fox, guys, if you were in the comment section, you packed this card, please let me know if this does help, because I'm trying to see if we can make smaller defensemen a little more viable. Obviously, when it comes to competitive play or just like overall gameplay, much like what goalies did with post to post, the abilities give us an option to try and make cards a little bit better and more viable. And Truculence, if that works on smaller defensemen, then we might know how to, navigate when it comes to the smaller guys, especially at the end game, because that's what I'm concerned about, guys. When you get up to, everyone's in the high 90s, having someone who's 5'11 compared to someone who's 6'6", there's just no comparison. So we'll have to wait and see. But this is a really good card, obviously. 93 speed, 93 acceleration. He's such a good skater. I love using his Team of the Year card when it comes to offense. Hand stats are perfect. I just hope that he can hit a little bit better with that silver truculence. Taking a look at the new updated icon. So Ray Ferraro up to an 89 overall. Does get a third synergy as well. Gladiator moving up there. Does have booming shots, so that's great for his body checking and agility. And then fly the zone or distributor, whatever one you want. Close quarters does work a little bit more effective than first looked at early on in the year because it does work basically after the hash mark. So it does have quite a bit of range on it. And then Snipe, again, not worth it at all. If you did... The question would be, if you got him at the beginning of the year, do you upgrade him to 89 if you still have him? The cost is pretty high. Like, would you want to pay just off the rip? Like, you're looking at 40,000, 80,000, 130,000, 180, and then you're looking at 240. Would you pay 240,000 coins for this 89 overall Ray Ferraro? The answer is simply no. So, but if you've already got him upgraded quite a bit, maybe. But again, you got to do the math there, and just at the end of the day, do you think that he's worth it? Chris Pronger's icon card gets up to a 92. Gladiator, which is pretty pointless on him, I'm not going to lie. Booming shot to help out with that agility. Does he have... No, he doesn't have Magician. And then Distributor or Spark. You probably want to go Spark because his acceleration is so low. This is just a really hard card to use, like I said, guys. The cost is so high when you could go out, for a left-handed defenseman. Victor Hedman's 94 is going to cost less than or about the same as everything else that when you do all the addition up here. So pass on the icon here, unless you're a Blues fan, of course. Adam Fox's Team of the Year doesn't get an acceleration or speed upgrade here, but up to 95, obviously. Slowly creeping up. Like I said, I'm pretty disappointed in the Adam Fox card this year. I just haven't really felt defensively. Offensively, he feels great, obviously, but it's just defensively... It's hasn't been as good as I thought. I think poke-checking is great with him, but you just can't bump people off the puck. Anyone that's big, that's 86 body checking too, which is kind of crazy to me. So again, let me know if you use the 94 16-bit Fox with truculence activated. Let me know in the comments section if you notice it at all. On to some more stars of the month. The 90 overall Bailey Peach with Magician and Thief. He is a center at 5'10". Does have decent centerman stats. 91 speed, 91 acceleration. Shot power is 99. Accuracy is right around 90. Hand stats at 90 as well. Not a huge fan of any of his zone abilities. We'll take a look at what he's going for. It should be the bare minimum of what 90s are. Yeah, about 60K. That's not bad for anyone that is looking for a centerman, especially early on in the game. I've mentioned this a number of times because of how the trade-in system works. The 90s and the 89s, they have the most value because they are the cheapest for what they actually provide for the card itself. All of the other cards below, they're so expensive because the floor is being held up because they're used in sets for the event. So, not a bad card at all. Abilities, again, kind of a letdown here, but for anyone that is just starting out looking for a centerman, and I know a lot of you are, this is a decent one. Then we've got the 90 overall Vincent Sévigny, 6'3" with workhorse and distributor, 90 acceleration, 90 speed, 99 shot power at 6'3" with good defensive abilities there in terms of defensive awareness, stick checking, and body checking. This is a really, really good 90 overall left-handed defenseman. I'm curious to see what he's going for in the market. It should be quite a bit. 70 into the 60s, guys. This is one of the better left-handed defensemen that you can grab for 70K. Yeah, I'm all about this one for anyone. Again, defensemen are pretty tough to come by that aren't master set players, and left-handed specifically here, definitely an option here in Vincent Sévigny. Then on to the 90 Wyatt Johnson, 6 foot with wingman, fly the zone, and gladiator, 90 speed, 90 acceleration. His face-off rating is very low in comparison to some of the other guys, but he does have quick draw, which kind of negates that issue. 6 foot, again, not a bad option at all, especially with that silver quick draw ability. Elite Edges is great if you are someone who is using him on the first line. Again, I wouldn't spend it on anything else. Great shot, decent speed and agility. We'll see if he's up for the minimum as well, around 60,000. Like, these stars of the month cards, a little bit too high for me, in my opinion. But if he gets into that 60 range, not bad. A lot of these stars of the month guys are forgotten about players. Like, they're not super popular names, so people just kind of overlook them. These are the steals that you can make to build out your team. Then we've got the 92 Josh LEIVO, 92 speed, 92 acceleration, shot in the mid-90s. Does have Total Eclipse, which we're seeing a lot of. However, it's on a winger. You can't really use him at center, and Total Eclipse, I've heard around, we've kind of put it out there enough in the community, and it doesn't seem to be as cool and effective at scoring goals from the point or getting shots through as we would hope, because I thought this might be kind of a cool thing. But nonetheless, if you're going to activate it, you don't want it to be on a winger. You want it to be on a centerman. But all around, pretty good attributes here. If he's in the 80, wow, over 100K, yeah, I wouldn't pay 100K for this card. I think that you could probably grab some other ones. But at 6'2", that is great size. I will say that. If you're looking for, like, maybe you don't have Eichel, this might be a nice, comp. Last thing I want to touch on is it is 99 Duchene days. I believe he did score last night. And I want to touch on this before because I'm curious to see how it is actually done. So obviously, when everything goes up by +1 overall, the overall will go up. The problem is that when you go from 98 to 99, to get him up to 99, like to actually say it on the card, or for the actual average to be over 99, speed only goes up by 0.5. So acceleration is going to be 98, speed is going to be 99, but then you see his shot blocking as well as aggression, fighting skill, those stats. I'm curious to see if those get jacked up as well. Just something to look out for. If they don't, if they don't and they're able to get you, that's why. It's because that how the overall system works, and skating only goes up by 0.5, so it messes with it sometimes. But usually from 98 to 99, you see a big jump. There's a chance that when the upgrade happens today, that his speed and acceleration go up by 0.5 as well as aggression and fighting skill, but he stays at 98. And it might be because of that. I don't know if they'll go that route, but I'm not sure. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and I hope to see you for the Leaders event later on. Have a good one.